Well, Dan Arthur is joining us in studio here. We sort of draw back the curtain to look at the man behind the curtain who does traffic. Dan Arthur, who also doubles as disc jockey.
Yep.
At our sister
7
station.
to midnight.
Yeah, on Star Country. Mm-hmm. And Dan does our traffic, and Dan's going to be gone starting tomorrow for a couple of weeks. Some idiot taking over doing midday traffic.
Yeah, you got some long days, don't you?
Oh, man. I love it, though.
Yeah.
I can watch soap operas in there. It's marvelous. But we're
we do have a big flat screen, just so you know.
We're talking about Dan. Dan is getting married, and he's marrying a beautiful young woman who I met for the very first time just a couple of weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And you may know her.
Yeah.
You may, not you. You, of course, know
right.
her. But out there, you may know her doubling as Channel 15's own Michelle Reel.
Yep, Michelle Reel. Now, we don't know if she's going to change her name to Michelle Arthur.
She hasn't decided yet?
She had a poll. They do blogs on NBC 15. And,
okay.
And I had a blog on my website, and we're kind of take viewers and listeners' opinions on this. A lot of people said go with Arthur, but she may stay Reel.
Well, I mean, she's, the real deal and all that
Yeah,
kind of
she likes
stuff.
it. It sounds good.
What do you do with Arthur?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
even know what Arthur is.
A work of Arthur.
A work of Arthur.
Yeah, not bad.
No, that stinks, Dick.
See, my father's name was Arthur, so I've always been a work of art. You see. So there we go. So you are getting married on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then the festivities really begin. You're going away for a while.
Yeah. Well, the honeymoon's going to be 2 weeks long. I'm getting married in Oregon, so we're leaving today, in fact, to head out there, and then all the preparing and all the stuff. I've got a groomsman coming from here, a guy who works at Z104, in fact.
Okay.
I've got another groomsman coming from my old market in Las Vegas.
Holy
And I've got my brother who still lives in Oregon. And so, all this coordinating has been very difficult.
Well, sure, and you're paying for all those flights, too.
I'm paying for it?
That's really rough. I understand. Well, that's what Michelle told me.
Future in-laws, yeah.
So how long have you known young Michelle Reel from Channel 15?
Since 2006. She used to do TV out in Oregon, and I did radio there, and we met that way. And then when she moved out here, we did that long distance thing, and everybody's saying, it's not going to work, it's not going to work. And it wasn't working. There was a point where we had to say, we got to set a date.
Yeah.
Just come on out here. And I was looking for work, and it's difficult, from long distance trying to find a job. And one day I just packed up and moved and got a job a day later. So that's how it all ended up.
Yeah. Attaboy. Well, listen to that voice.
Yes, it's booming, in fact.
The great Dan Arthur. Now, so you're getting married, and you're going to be gone 2 weeks. People always, especially in media markets like this, people, well, where's Dan? He's not on the air anymore.
Did he quit?
Did he quit? In this day and age, Michelle, she's not on the air. What's going on?
Right.
Is there cost cutting going on?
What'd they say on the air?
Yeah, no. They're getting married. They're going on a honeymoon. It's well deserved, and they're going to have a marvelous time.
And my thanks to the PD here for letting me take that much time off. That's an awesome thing to do.
Well, he's not a bad guy at all.
It's not typical to take that much time off.
Well, Dan,
all my vacation, one little.
I know. But Dan is giving me all the cheat sheets and everything else, so hopefully traffic will sound as good for the next couple of weeks, at least midday.
Dick, here's a website, thesaurus.com. There's all kinds of different ways to say slow.
All right.
Struggling, hesitant.
All right, Dan Arthur, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And we'll talk to you when you get back. 8:20, News Talk 1310, WIBA.